Welcome to the world of SAP. Begin a successful career in the world of SAP, the best ERP solutions that never stop pushing the boundary. We provide world-class training in SAP. SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing, and SAP ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. SAP ECC is also referred to as R3 and ERP SAP. SAP ECC 6.0 is one of the leading ERP software that tracks and manages in real time sales, production, manufacturing, and human resources in an organization. SAP ECC is the world's largest business software that offers applications and services to the organizations. SAP offers an integrated system so that all the SAP modules are implemented in one system. The name of the company is SAP AG, SAP America, SAP UK, and so on in respective countries. The name of the software is SAP R2, SAP R3, or SAP ERP, S4 HANA, and so on. SAP AG is a German-based company, and it is the third largest software company in the world. SAP software was founded in 1972 by 5 former IBM employees in Germany. The first version of SAP software, known as R1, was introduced in 1973. This version is used for accounting. The second version of SAP, known as R2, supports multiple currencies and languages and runs only on mainframe systems. The third version of SAP ECC 6.0 software, known as R3, was introduced in 1991. This version has come with new features that supports multiple languages, currencies, databases, and run on multiple operation systems. In 2014, SAP released a different ERP system called SAP S4 HANA, which is a totally different software and completely changes the architecture of ERP systems. Some additional facts about SAP are: SAP is the world's largest business software company and is the world's third largest independent software provider. SAP has over 40,000 employees in more than 50 countries, 1,500 business partners, and 36,200 customers in more than 120 countries and growing. It has 12 million users worldwide and has over 100,600 installations. SAP isn't the only integration business solution provider. Although SAP provides various different softwares such as SAP ERP, All-in-One, Business by Design, Business One, S4 HANA, and various business intelligence tools. But there are other big players in the market too, such as Oracle, who offers Oracle Forms, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Cybele, Retech, and etc. Similarly, Microsoft offers Great Plains, Navision, Axapta, and Solomon. Some other big players include Sage Group, who offers Sage softwares such as ACPAC ERP, Peachtree, and etc. All of these programs are still active and being used, but SAP is on the top of the list and is one of the best ERP software programs available in the market. SAP is being used worldwide and is designed to satisfy the information needed for businesses, no matter how big or small they are. SAP supports multi-languages and multi-currencies and is designed to satisfy the information needs for all industries. For starters, business with SAP systems in place tend to enjoy much greater productivity among their employees in various departments. That's because, with an SAP system, there's no need for redundant data entry within different software programs and fewer communication struggles between separate but independent facets of a company. Without SAP systems in place, many businesses rely on multiple software programs and data logging platforms to enter numbers and generate reports, making it difficult for business management to see the big picture. As a result, a great deal of time is wasted in trying to combine data from different departments into a cohesive report. With an SAP system, this becomes completely unnecessary, and employees are able to focus on more important tasks. There are clearly numerous benefits of SAP software that any company can realize, some beyond even what has been highlighted here. But to name a few: integrated business processes, increased productivity, significant cost savings, more consistent operations. At the end of the day, there's no denying that SAP software allows businesses of all sizes to truly realize their full potential. SAP is offered in a client-server environment. Client. A hardware and software environment that can make a request for services for a central repository of resources. The server. The hardware-software combination that can provide services to a group of clients in a controlled environment. SAP R3 ECC system is a three-tier architecture. The three tiers of SAP systems are 1. The presentation tier. It is an SAP GUI or graphical user interface. The authorized user works at this tier. The presentation tier contacts the database tier via the application tier. 2. The application tier. The application tier interacts with the presentation server and database server. The applications in the SAP are coded by ABAP language. 3. The database tier. It is the central database of SAP systems and stores all the data. It receives the queries from application tier and sends the requested queries to the application layer and passes to the presentation server. This SAP architecture is also known as the SAP landscape. This is how SAP R3 or three-tier client-server environment works in a traditional ECC6 environment. At the lowest level, we have a presentation layer, which is called the SAP GUI or graphical user interface, which is where we log into the SAP and information is presented to users in various different forms. The second layer is an application layer, which works as a connection between the database and the SAP GUI, or end-user level. SAP programmers work on this layer. The third and final layer of SAP is database, where the actual data resides. So, to recap, you log into the presentation layer through the SAP GUI, which talks to the database using the application layer as the middleman. Initially, SAP is offered as a standalone ERP system, but the data got bigger and was becoming difficult to handle for most of the organizations. SAP came to the rescue from that situation and offered another layer of components such as SAP SRM or Supplier Relation Management, SAP CRM, Customer Relation Management, and etc. These systems sit on top of the traditional ERP system and allows a limit access to external candidates to log into your ERP system and pick up the information from there. Just to give you an overview of how these layers work, let's use an example of SAP SRM, or Supplier Relationship Management. Imagine you work in an organization where you are using SAP ECC6 system, and you need to order the ABC product from the XYZ vendor. The typical process is, buyer receives a purchase requisition from production, which gets firm and a purchase order is generated, which then gets passed on to the vendor so that they can ship us the ABC product. This was a traditional approach in SAP ECC6, where there is no SRM layer. One thing to remember here is that for each transaction that takes place within an ERP system, a record is generated in the database. So avoid creating these unnecessary records within the database and make it more efficient using the SRM layer. An external person can log into your system and pull all the purchase orders directly and ship your products on time. This is just a simple example, but imagine numbers of purchase order that gets created on a daily basis in Walmart, Apple, or Google. How much time, money, and unnecessary man-hours can be saved using these additional layers such as SAP SRM? SAP provides end-to-end solutions for financials, manufacturing, logistics, distribution, and etc. Each SAP module is integrated with other modules. SAP system is divided into two types of modules, such as functional modules and technical modules. Financial accounting, an important core module designed for meeting all the accounting and financial needs of an organization. Controlling, represents the company's flow of cost and revenue, offers all the support information needed by management for the purpose of planning, reporting, and decision-making. Sales and distribution. The SAP Sales and Distribution is part of the logistics module that supports your customers, starting from quotations, sales order, and all the way towards billing the customer. Material management. It is the materials management module of the SAP. This module is used for procurement handling and inventory management. Production planning. The purpose of PP&C, or Production Planning and Controlling, is to ensure that manufacturing runs effectively and efficiently and produces products as required by customers. Quality management. Quality management is a method for ensuring that all the activities necessary to design, develop, and implement a product or service are effective and efficient with respect to the system and its performance. Plant maintenance. Oriented to cover all maintenance activities, supporting the planning, programming, and implementation, with emphasis on the availability of equipment, staff costs, and assurance, guaranteeing the state-of-the-art of database and optimization. Human resources. It deals with various activities done in the human resource department of an organization, such as personal administration, personnel development, training and event management, payroll, and etc. Project system. Created to support the planning, control, and monitoring of long-term, highly complex products with defined goals. SAP is a leader when it comes to neatly integrated ERP software. Its various departmental applications work symphonically. Beyond its core models, SAP provides industry-specific add-on solutions. The SAP ERP suite contains an enormous number of modules which requires separate installation, and they are ERP, CRM, PLM, SCM, SRM, analytics, and much more. Collections of logically related transactions within identifiable business functions are material management deals in buying or purchasing, production planning deals in manufacturing, sales and distribution deals in sales and transportation, financial accounting and controlling deals in tracking, finance management, and reporting. Human resource deals in payroll, time management, policies, and much more. As mentioned, SAP core modules are integrated with other modules such as logistics, which is integrated with sales and distribution, plant maintenance, material management, production planning, quality management, and etc. Accounting is integrated with financial accounting, controlling, asset management, treasury, and etc. Similarly, human resource is integrated with personnel management, benefits, payroll, time and attendance, and etc. Being the software industry leader, SAP caters to various different industries such as aerospace and defense, automotive, banking, chemicals, consumer products, defense and security, healthcare, high-tech, insurance, oil and gas, public sector, utilities, wholesale distribution, and much more. We believe it is important to understand the SAP journey. In 1972, SAP introduced the very first R2 system, which was replaced by the R3 system in 1992. In 2004, SAP introduced a complete ERP system with major upgrades. SAP introduced HANA back in 2011, which got more advanced as the years progressed. In 2011, SAP HANA was introduced with the prime focus of in-memory platform. In 2012, SAP Business Warehouse powered by SAP HANA provided real-time analysis and real-time reporting for the very first time. In 2013, SAP introduced the Business Suite powered by SAP HANA with various additional functionalities such as real-time business analysis. In 2014, SAP introduced SAP Simple Finance powered by SAP HANA that provided instant financial insight, removing aggregates and indexes, and gave us a single source of truth. Finally, in 2015, SAP introduced S/4HANA that simplified the data model, provided a completely new user experience, advanced processing, and gave us various choices of deployment. We now hope you have a good understanding of the SAP system. See you in the next topic.